I shouldn't say something like this if I don't have to.
Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Belgian Jasper. If this is your first time in the channel, hit subscribe right now.
You have held my hand and shivered. You have felt my chain.
Jennifer, let's go straight into it. Self-titled album out. That is always a statement as a band. And let's cut to the chase. B2B has found its voice on this album. Would you agree? I think after some experimentation on the last album, we now come to a place that you really feel good about what you're doing.
Yes, definitely. That's exactly what we feel right now. And yeah, as you said before, Horizons was a very experimental album, our previous album. And everything was created during the journey of writing and recording. But this time, with this new album, we answered our basic questions before writing, recording, and we went very deep. So yeah, very intense, because it was, yeah, we were telling this during the pandemic, starting writing songs and all of that stuff. So yeah, we had a lot of time.
Now the last time I implore you means to lay down all your arms.
The last album did really well, if I remember correctly. It was number 3 in the German charts at when it came out. When we're talking, it's the day before the charts come out in Germany. For the 1 week after the album has been released. If we're all honest, we're a little excited and slightly nervous to see what's going to happen tomorrow.
Of course, of course. I'm not really thinking about charts. Not when I'm writing songs, not when I'm saying, okay, this is finished now.
Yeah.
I'm not thinking about this. But of course, when it comes to the day the charts are entering, you want to be up there.
yeah, for sure.
So, but it looks good. So everything will be good.
All right, there we go. We'll keep our eyes open for tomorrow. Now, one thing though, I have to share that I'm slightly disappointed with. When we spoke 2 years ago, you mentioned to me that, as we all know, at least people that follow you on Instagram, one of your biggest passions is Disney. And you told me at that interview that I'm working on something. I might be doing something Disney related. As far as I can tell, 2 years later, we haven't seen that yet. Is that still in the works?
It is, actually. Oh, wow, you remember that. I shouldn't say something like this if I don't have something new to grab on, but yeah, it's still in the making, but I hope next time I really posted it.
There is maybe a little connection still, because, especially if you look at the video for Free Me, it almost feels like you were able to channel a little bit of your inner Maleficent. Maybe not as on the nose as some photos that you've done a couple of years ago, but there is a little bit that element in there. And then when we at least look at the live action movies of that character in Disney, talks about a very misunderstood person, a person that is often portrayed as a villain, but that turns out to be a hero on the inside. That kind of self-discovery journey, is that also the message of not just Free Me, but B2B as a band?
Of course. And we're always talking about dark emotions, dark moments, dark stuff, but always with some light in there. So hope and all of that. And I would say that Maleficent is a perfect picture for this kind of stuff that we're talking about, actually.
When all things lead to a dead end, a point of no return, when nothing.
I've seen a couple of your interviews in this run. I obviously remember our conversation from last release cycle as well. Is this the most relaxed Jennifer we've seen so far? Are you at a point that you feel like, I don't really have to prove anything to somebody else at this point?
Maybe. I'm very calm right now. But yeah, I just feel so comfortable with everything that we've done with this album. And I'm so proud. And I know that, yeah, when you're thinking about this whole process, we learned so much during the past albums. And yeah, I'm just doing what I love right now. And of course, it's nice to see that all of the stuff that we're doing right now really gets a lot of positive resonance,
Right.
a lot of positive comments. And I think Beyond the Black was never more themselves or ourselves, or how to say it, and than we are right now. And to see that the people like that is very good.
We're dancing in the dark, no tomorrow, no regret.
Another thing, actually, when we spoke, it was around the time that your acoustic covers EP came out, and you were super excited about playing more cello. Have you been able to do more of that, or have you? Because I know that you've played, in your long history, many things, including violin and saxophone. Have you already moved on to a new passion project?
I would love to say yes, but I'm still so bad at playing cello. I'm so sad about this because yeah, I'm always doing so much stuff, and I don't come to that point when I say, oh, now I have time to play cello, because I don't do anything with it, just playing it. So it's not easy to say, okay, you really take your time for this. But I try to change that during the next weeks and months, but after the release phase, I think.
Dancing in the dark, no tomorrow, no regret.
One thing also that I wanted to ask you about, because this is something that, I'm calling you from Toronto. Those songs usually don't tend to make it across the pond, but you did a really cool collaboration recently, a song called, if I pronounce correctly, the Einzigen.
Auch wenn die ganze Welt an uns zerrt, es ist mit dir, als wären wir.
It just sounds like a song that is screaming to be made into a B2B metal version.
Yeah, I know what you mean. For me, this collaboration was very special because the band itself normally do much more pop, German pop. And they showed me this song, and I said, okay, they never did so much rock and epic and mysterious stuff. So it's perfect to do the feature there.
Yeah.
So they're huge here in Germany. So for me, yeah, it was okay. If I don't do it, who would do it? So I had to. And that was the reason why I did. And it would be great to do it on a show someday. And I think maybe when we're headlining alone, we can do also more of the ballads and all that stuff, because we decided to do a bit more heavy stuff with Amaranth and the other girls band, or it's not just girls, but girl power was there. So this maybe the next time we can do more of this. Also playing cello, maybe.
Now you mentioned that the run that you did, the double headliner tour that you did with Amaranth, a tour that was long in the making. Obviously, COVID didn't help with that. You were able to do that. Not only did you do that run last year, but you also did many festivals. I actually saw you backstage at Grasspop passing by. I think you were on your way to your show, because you were in the zone and fully dressed up for the stage. so I didn't want to disturb you then in the artist lounge. But you've had a crazy festival summer as well. You found yourself, well, again, in front of the camera, but not necessarily always on the stage at Wacken. You also went up to Sabaton Open Air. This whole summer, or this whole year of touring, what was the craziest memory for you?
I have to say that Grass Pop was the craziest one, because it was the first festival that we played. It was one of the biggest as well. We were
hottest
recording. Yes, as well. And it was the first time that we saw crowds standing together again, like very close, and drinking beer and all of that stuff. So that was
lots of beer.
That was just an amazing moment to be back on stage again, seeing the boys and girls and everywhere just having fun and being themselves as they were before. So that was the best moment. And also having this on tour again, with the fans that know every song of your new album or everything else. So that was special as well.
On these festivals like Grass Pop, like Wacken, people that listen to any kind of genre, as long as it's kind of, heavier rock, are at these festivals. Seeing the reaction of the crowds at, for example, Grass Pop, was that also like an aha moment of like, okay, all this like, ooh, we're taking a risk of being more poppy on our album, will people like it? But then you see people that are dancing to your music with a battle vest with, Dimo Borgir and Watain patches on their vest, are also enjoying that. Was that a bit of a moment that you also had, like, okay, we did the right thing, we allowed to take some risks?
That's a good question. I think I never thought about that. Because for me, I know that live is one thing that we really know. So this is where we can convince the people. Yeah. So I think it's great to see sometimes, if okay, it's a true metal festival, right, that the true metal heads are also banging to our stuff. But most of all, I know that it can convince the people out there, because we have fun up there and we know how to play and to sing. So this is the main thing why I say, okay, the only thing that I'm always thinking about is how to talk to the people. I don't know if I told you that before, but this is the only thing that I always had problems with, talking.
You're doing great right now.
Yeah, I tried and practiced a lot, but but this is the only thing that I'm still thinking about a lot. But the only just singing and doing our stuff, that's what we know. So
as long as you don't do Spinal Tap moments where you say, thank you Hellfest to the people at Grass Pop and stuff like that.
Oh no.
Am I sparking a memory here? Like, did that happen?
Oh. I know that somebody else did this on tour, so it's not cool.
Yeah.
Wasn't me.
So,
but sometimes on tour, it's not easy. You really know where you are. So, you're just stepping out of your bus and somewhere else. And sometimes you can get confused.
Yeah, for sure. Now, with this hectic year that you had 2 very different years in succession, where the year before everything opened up and you got to play so many times, you were at home, you were, trying to be creative. We saw that acoustic EP, and it allowed you to try a lot of different things. You posted a lot of video content and so on. Now that in very short succession you've tasted both worlds again, is it like 100% yes, fantastic, we can go out and play, or is there? I know that you are a very creative person and like you want to learn every music instrument out there. Are you a little bit sad that you don't have this time anymore now to try all these other creative outlets?
Of course, it had positive things to be at home. Also for personal stuff, growing there, having the time for this. But I have to say it was exhausting to do new stuff all the time.
Right.
Because we just didn't want to sit there and doing nothing. So we tried a lot of stuff that we didn't do before, and not everything worked out good. So it was frustrating sometimes. It was exhausting, as I said before. So I'm happy that we're doing stuff again that we know.
Now, obviously, with this new album out, you'll be spending again a lot of time promoting that album, and we'll see you on many, many stages. For all the fans watching this video, what should they expect from you in 2023? And please tell me that somewhere there's time for a reunion show with your band Speed, because that would be a lot of fun. I really tried hard to find any recordings of that band, but I guess your parents remain the only people that have the audio recordings of that one.
Oh, there are so many videos of this here. But no, I don't know. I don't know if we could do this again. I'm not sure. But it would be fun to do it. Maybe when I'm 50. This year we're planning to do Festival Summer, of course, and playing Wacken as well. So this is what I'm really looking forward to. And also doing a European tour in the end of the year. We haven't released it till now, but we're planning a lot. And it would be amazing to do other countries that we haven't played before. But of course, as I said before, it's great to do stuff that we know at the moment.
Yeah.
But if there is a chance that is really good, and financially as well, it was hard for every band.
Of course.
So this, we will take it, definitely.
Yeah. B2B is no longer a band that can come to North America and Canada with just 2 amps, 3 guitars, and 1 drum set. It's a slightly bigger production than that. That being said, we're seeing a renewed interest here in European bands. If you look at Epica, Sabaton, Monomarth, they've all done really, really, big production tours recently here in North America. So it seems that the appetite for European modern bands is growing. So we'll keep our fingers crossed that you'll find a way to come across and play some shows here. And if not, we will still see you on European stages. Hopefully I'll see you at one of the festivals this summer and catch up with you in person. But until that time, Jennifer, I want to thank you so much for your time. I know this has been extremely busy for you. You've done a million interviews, so I'm very, very grateful that you find the time for one more with me the day before those charts come out, and I hope that we can all celebrate tomorrow. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much for your interest and for the amazing interview. I had a lot of fun. And next time, if you see me somewhere, just do something and we will talk and drink a beer maybe.
after your show. After your show. Not before. Yeah. Fantastic. Awesome. Well, Jennifer, have so much fun and enjoy the time with your parents. And I hope to see you soon.
Hope to see you. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
watching this video. Click right here to see more content like it and subscribe to the channel.